From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. We're back at Tommy Mac's talking business at the bar. Brought to you by my good friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits. The Southern Grill right there on Flag Lavender, some of the best Southern cooking you can have right there on the South Bank. And the Bruss Nutter Wealth Advisory Team down in Ponte Vedra Beach. David Sillick is back, my good friend from TAB Jacksonville. And Paul Bertozzi is our guest from Live Oak Contracting. Let's welcome them in. David, how are you, my man?
Good, Tommy. Good to see you.
How's TAB doing? What's the latest? It's doing good?
It's doing great.
Yeah.
I'd have never envisioned how well it's going. I'm happy to have one of our members here today.
Nice.
In fact, just by coincidence, but
yeah. So when you wake up every morning, is that the first thing on your mind? TAB Jacksonville? No.
On my mind
you get there eventually.
First thing on my mind is, am I going to go to the gym today?
Yeah, right. Get some coffee and get it going, right? All right, Paul is here. Hey, Paul, how are you?
We're doing very well.
It's great to have you on the show.
Absolutely.
So you've owned Live Oak Contracting 8 years, you said?
Yep, started the company in 2014. So,
okay, great. We always in construction development, that type of thing? Or
so I started my career off in banking. I have a degree in economics out of Auburn, and got into banking right out of school, and then very quickly got into construction after about, I guess, a year and a half in banking, and got into construction and started at the ground up. So
nice. Yep. How'd you get to be like, all right, I'm going from banking to construction? I mean, were you dealing with some construction guys or developers and finding them financing? And
a lot of the work that I was doing on the banking side was mortgages. So saw a lot of the mortgage activity going on, and then had a friend that had gotten into develop here locally and was doing some housing flips and everything. So we started actually a small company back then and started doing apartment turns here in the Jacksonville market.
Sure.
Did that for about 18 months and then decided to basically step away from that and go straight into construction. So
strictly multifamily. Is that correct?
Multifamily is strictly what we do now. We do some select commercial projects with some of our development teams, but they're very limited now.
So how many projects do you have ongoing, and what's the number typically, like that's not easily, but that's manageable?
Yeah, we manage right around 12 to 15 projects on average.
Southeast mainly?
Primarily across the Southeast. We do have a New England team as well. So,
do you really?
Yeah. So we've been up in Connecticut for the past 5 years, building up in Connecticut and Maine.
Awesome.
We're active right now in Connecticut. We've got 3 projects between the Connecticut and Maine markets that are in our pipeline right now for starts.
Great.
So,
Man, that's
a single-family product up in North Jacksonville?
We're doing, we've bought some single-family lots as well and have started building some single-family as well just because of the market demand.
Sure.
We have a lot of guys that have come from the single-family background.
Yeah.
I also own a paint and drywall business that's, kind of tack on to the main business that helps support Live Oak. So we've got Live Oak, Gulfstream Contracting, and Beacon Homes.
Cool, man. That's fantastic. So when you look at Jacksonville, North Florida, Northeast Florida, what have you, still a ton of growth? I mean, a lot of land out there, right?
Massive growth opportunities
Just
still.
continuous. Yep. Or at least for a certain time, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, obviously through the pandemic, we've seen a lot of the infrastructure continue to grow here in Jacksonville and support. The port has done a great job of continuing to expand and getting the deepening completed and the dredging done. I think JA and the city have agreed to raise the lines at the port, so we'll be able to get the super tankers in. We're going to continue to see great infrastructure come into Jacksonville, which is going to continue to grow our markets, throughout the Northeast Florida. Yeah.
How about the supply chain for materials? Is that better today, or it's still a challenge?
It's still very challenging.
It is.
So, the majority of the U.S. is open and operational, and manufacturing is off and running. There's still a lot of the parts and pieces that we bring in and that the U.S. brings in from foreign countries that still have shutdowns going on.
Okay.
Just before I came up here, I saw that China has another market that they're shutting down for a period of time.
Wow.
Intel has chip manufacturing there, and Toyota has manufacturing there. So all of that manufacturing has a chain reaction when it gets shut down that affects the overall market. So
everything.
Yeah, it's unpredictable, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, right.
No,
right,
roofing material will show up in one location where you don't need it.
Yep.
And drywall show up in another location where you don't need it.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, allocations are out there in the market as well. So where we see drywall allocations in certain market because it's high demand versus, we can get material easier in other markets because there's just not as much activity in those markets.
Are you always looking for new people, like, with everything going on with your growth?
Yeah.
Because we connect people on the show. We're a networking type show, Somebody maybe watch, like, wow, I want to get into
we're actively hiring right now. So we've hired probably six in the last 4 weeks, and we've got 10 more spots that are open with the company.
Yep.
Some office spots, and then a lot of field opportunities with our
That's fantastic.
with our company. So.
All right, let's wrap up with this. What are some of the local developments that you guys have done that our audience will be like, oh man, I've seen that. Yeah, that's cool. Or going on right now?
So we've done 2 large projects with Range Water Development out of Atlanta in the Nocatee market. So we did Olay at Nocatee, and we're doing Cadence at Nocatee right now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Then we did for Chance Partners, we did the Exchange in the Bardlow and San Marco Promenade, all on King Street and Phillips Highway right there.
Yeah.
And then kind of the crown jewel of San Marco is the Park Place, or the Hendricks as it's been renamed, right behind Matthew's Restaurant in San Marco.
Great.
So
cool.
It'll be a great community that we're excited about here in the next 12 months.
Serving Starbucks to the San Marco community.
And yes, we have a Starbucks development as well that we have at the corner of Phillips and Emerson that we're actually the development team on, and we have Latson Construction that I think y'all have had him on in here before.
Yeah, we have.
Jesse.
Yeah,
and so Jesse's actually building that project for me here in San Marco.
Back in the day, I was with Phoenix Realty. I brokered the Walmart that's right there on it was Ja Rue's land. You remember Ja Rue? I brokered that sale.
Okay.
That's my one. Yeah, I got out after a year. That was enough for me. One and done, I guess. That was good. But great having you out. Continued success, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. One of the great companies right here. Thanks, David. Right here in chat. Listen, we love talking to everybody on the show. Everyone's welcome at the table. We're talking business. We're talking charity. Whatever you're doing out there, it's always great to meet everybody that sits at my bar. If you like these kind of conversations, there's plenty more at iwannabuzz.com. So until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.